My name's Jerry Craybill, and what I'm about to state is about the corruption and deception in the state of Illinois and our legal system. And this is a challenge for you, Barack Obama, and you, John McCain. Barack, you said in Springfield that you wanted to go back to their old ways, their old values. And you, John McCain, you stated you wanted to eliminate the corruption in Washington. There's a great deal of information that I will not state at this time, but this tape will present to you some information that has taken place.
Well, looking at his tweeting, I think what he wants is he's mad at the credit reporting. That's what we're talking about. He's mad at the credit reporting people, isn't he? And that was, excuse me, Art, not just the credit reporting people, but the banks also for violating the law. And I'm fully prepared to send this information into the appellate court and to the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. to get a grand jury investigation into all matters. That's what I would like to see. Oh, okay. You keep coming back to that, but I'm looking at your complaint. There's more than one complaint there, Your Honor. There should be. It's on file. Oh, okay. You're correct. Okay. That's the First State Bank of Western Illinois. Okay. There's a complaint with TransUnion Credit Reporting Agency, one with First State Bank of Western Illinois, one with Banks One, and First Star Bank, which is now the U.S. Bank of Associates. Association, whichever it is. Okay, let's stay on the civil side. So you want damages from his client? No, Your Honor. What I want is a grand jury investigation. I know, but I'm trying to understand from the papers you filed what you want. And the first thing that I'm looking at here is what you filed, where you would say that to hereby state this complaint against TransUnion Credit Reporting. So you want to sue them, is that correct? Let's deal with all the issues here, Your Honor. Not just one, all of them. That's what we filed in the bankruptcy court. And I'm not going to go away. I'm going to stand up for my constitutional right and the due process of the law, because I have taken an oath, just like you have, to by the United States military. And I'm going to defend that oath and defend the law. Yeah, you certainly are entitled to do that. All I'm trying to do is find out what you want from these different people so that I can determine whether there's anything, any release that this court can give you. If you appoint a grand jury, effective immediately, let a grand jury decide on whether they should go to court or not, then we can go from there. All right. Does anybody else want to add anything?
I think, as Your Honor has indicated, there's a confusion of the civil and the criminal side. I don't believe it's necessary to reopen the case in order to pursue any criminal matter that is being alleged. And yet I think that's kind of where Mr. Craybill may be going.
Some of this, trying to come back to me a little bit. Were you involved in this when the case was opened? Well, I was wondering, did I refer the alleged criminal matters to you?
Not that I recall. Okay, please. I have spoken to Mr. Craybill about the allegations of criminal conduct, and I advised him that I would listen to it, and then what happens after that is it goes through a process.
And does your office have the authority to refer matters to the grand jury? How do you?
We refer them to the U.S. Attorney,
to the U.S. Attorney,
or the FBI, whatever the case may be,
okay,
for them to determine the appropriate steps.
I did, without a doubt, go to the U.S. Trustee, Jim McGill, and that's who it is. Yes. And the U.S. Attorney Jerry Frost with this information. Yeah. The U.S. Attorney Jerry Frost finally stated in front of the witness that he was not about to do anything. Okay. All right. First of all, on your complaint as to TransUnion Credit Reporting and Charles Irish and the First State Bank of Western Illinois, these the alleged improper reporting to the credit union. That occurred before your bankruptcy was filed, and if there was a cause of action there, it would be property of the estate. But Mr. Covey has indicated that he's not interested in pursuing that, nor is he interested in pursuing the matter against the First State Bank of Western Illinois. So if you have causes of action, those are yours, and you're free to file those causes of action in any court that has jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I don't have jurisdiction to hear those kind of cases.
The only, if I may,
Yeah.
under the bankruptcy investigation law, any judge, and that's you included, receiver or trustee having reasonable grounds to believe that any violation under Chapter 9 of this title or other laws of the United States relating to the insolvent debtors, receiverships, or organization plans has been committed, or that an investigation should be had in connection therewithin, shall report to the appropriate United States Attorney all facts and circumstances of this case, the names and witnesses of the event and offenses believed to have been committed. Where one such officer has not, which one such officer has made such report, the other need not to do so. And it also goes ahead and states, the United States Attorney thereupon shall inquire into the facts and report thereon to a judge, and it appears probable that such offenses have been committed, shall without delay present the matter to a grand jury, unless upon inquiry and examination he decides that the end of the public justice do not require investigation or prosecution, in which case he shall report the facts to the Attorney General's discretion.
Okay, Mr. Grable, you're talking about a criminal matter. I'm talking about civil. I will get to the criminal matter in a minute. I'm talking about the civil matters that you're trying to get before this court. And I don't have jurisdiction to hear those kind of cases. They're your causes of action. You can file them in whatever court you want except this one. And that court will then have to determine whether it has jurisdiction. You can try to file them in state court. You can try to file them in district court, federal district court. If you have cause of action and if they have jurisdiction, they will decide that. I don't have jurisdiction. I can't hear those kind of cases. Now, don't start telling me about the criminal stuff. I'll get to that in a second. So all I'm telling you now is they're yours. If you want to file complaints against somebody, you can litigate them in state court. If you've got a matter pending against the bank, you can try to raise them in state court and see what the state court judge says. I'm not saying that he's going to let you do what you want, but you have a forum there. If there's been any violation of the federal laws, you can file something in district court. If the district court has jurisdiction, it'll hear your case. But again, I don't know whether what court has jurisdiction. All I can tell you is that I don't have jurisdiction over these kinds of cases. Now, as to the criminal matter, you mentioned something about me appointing a grand jury. I have no authority to appoint a grand jury. And as I recall, and I could be wrong in this, I think you raised the possibility or the alleged possibility of there being criminal violations, and I think that I may have told you to take this to the U.S. Attorney. I don't recall, but I may have. In any event, whether I told you to do it or not, you did go to the U.S. Attorney, and the U.S. Attorney has opted not to file any kind of criminal matter. You've had an opportunity to go to the U.S. Attorney to have a grand jury investigation. There's nothing happened. And I'm not going to start that process all over again. If you want to go to the U.S. Attorney again, or you want to talk to Mr. McGill to try to convince him that he should refer the matter to a grand jury,